So here we go, New York, Indiana. The start of the second half of this WNBA season is underway with Indiana winning the tip. First play to Jonquel Jones, surrounded, pops it out. Beebish, 5 to shoot. Jones in the corner, connects. One of the things Sandy Brondello talked to us about was just how hard Jonquel Jones has been working. Felt great about her conditioning. No minutes restriction. Boston penetrates inside, couldn't finish it. McDonald keeps it alive. Howard up under and in. Last Wednesday, gave up 13 of them, have already given up a couple here in the first few possessions. As Cloud buries a three. Indiana with 3 turnovers already in this first quarter. Here is Mitchell. Jittering into the paint, working around Cloud and scooping it in. Beautiful move from Kelsey Mitchell. And Aaliyah was smiling and said, I think it took a few years for all of that to sink in, but it's hitting now. And she really has become just an incredible passer. As Howard lays it in. What
My
about
kids are going to be so mad at me for that one.
How do you feel about her fit with this particular roster?
She's an incredible fit. You know, a 6 wild, nice move by Izzy Harrison. She's like, talk about my fit with this roster.
Yeah. Boston sinks the jumper. Indiana is 6 for their last 8 from the floor after starting 0 for 4. Also signed Stephanie Talbot as Beebish buries the 3. Here's Hull on a 3. Off the mark, Ionescu a long rebound. A teammate to either side, what a dish! And Stewart lays it in on a beautiful delivery from Sabrina Ionescu. A more physical style of defense like we saw around the Commissioner's Cup. Good box out there from Talbot. Here's Maureen Johannes into the game with Harrison, Ionescu, and Burke in the corner. She got it. Here's Ionescu firing away and hitting. I mean, the uniform is always preferred for our viewing audience right here, but here's Lexi Hull. Will pull up and knock it down in transition. What a confident stroke.
The luxury, your 6'6" center and the ability to bring the ball up the floor and initiate the offense.
Here's Burke. Burke up under and in. Kennedy Burke. Stewart leaning and hitting. Maya Moore officially. Sylvia Fowles. Diana Taurasi. Candace Parker. As Johannes hits the 3. I love it when the Aflac trivia just comes together like that. Pure poetry. Mitchell. Oh my goodness. What a gorgeous dance from Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Mitchell. Nice little pocket pass, and Boston cashes in. McDonald. Off to Cunningham. Catch, fire, and hit from 3. Indiana back in front. As Harrison lays it in.
Harrison has brought great minutes on both ends of the floor here in the first half.
Mitchell with the answer from deep. She has not shot it well from 3 this season. Been the one unusual part of her game. Good look from McDonald into Howard. And Indiana with its largest lead.
Howard doing a great job to hold the seal on one end, and then Kennedy Burke the same on the other.
Rather than just dancing with 500. Beebish try to force it in. Howard on the steal. Harrison takes it back and lays it in.
And Izzy Harrison's minutes are even more valuable when the Sabally not playing today due to rest.
McDonald forces it in, plus the foul. That's a strong take. Here is Boston. Cross court, Mitchell fires. You bet! On a 3. Indiana has opened up an 8-point lead. Howard, one of 3 members of the Fever in double figures. Mitchell and Boston, the others. Good set here. Cunningham, a 3 is good. 3 fouls now for Howard. Here's Boston. Another nice pass from Aaliyah Boston to Mitchell for 2. Here comes Stewart, has the angle on Howard and lays it in over. Knew Howard had 3 fouls and took it right to her. Here comes Ionescu. Ionescu, what a look inside, and Beebish finishes the lay on a beautiful delivery from Sabrina Ionescu. Here's McDonald, who has 5 assists. Starting at point with Caitlin Clark out day-to-day with a groin injury. Cunningham, another 3. She's now 14 for her last 25 from 3. Jones with the answer. 7 of 13 shooting. Here's Cloud. Cloud fires and hits. In one big avalanche like she has this year between those injuries, DeWanna Bonner, as Jones puts it in, plus the foul. Here's Mitchell alone, connects on a 3.
It was a little bit of a break for us.
Here's Colson to the corner, catch, fire, and hit for Lexi Hull. Always interesting in transition. Beebish a 3. She got it. Johannes darts it ahead. Stewart looking for the angle and finding it. Tied at 67. Here's Stewart on the drive. Lays it in with the left hand. First lead for the Liberty since 32-30.
Overall, been very effective for them.
There's a switch there. Boston out on Beebish. It ends up with Cunningham and Jones. And Jones cashes in. 3 boards. Jonquel Jones, 15 points, 8 rebounds in her return. Here's Stewart. Isolating against Howard. Stewart able to finish. Plus the foul.
I certainly want Kelsey Mitchell to have a touch here.
Mitchell fighting through. Mitchell able to hit after Boston laid a huge lick on Sabrina Ionescu. Ionescu on the drive, no look. Jones a 3. You bet!
This is a perfect example of the New York Liberty just missing JJ.
Here's Ionescu, pull-up jumper. Got that one. 7 assists for Ionescu. Indiana's really struggled to score here in this second half as Boston able to twist that one in off the window, plus the foul. Harrison hits the deck. Remember, no Niara Sabali in this game for the Liberty. Ionescu lays it in off a beautiful. Ionescu will fire and hit for Indiana to make a push. But not with passes like that. Cloud off the steal. Ionescu. You bet. For them to generate good shots. I mean, that's an obvious area where you miss the player who has the most gravity of any offensive weapon in the league.
So a steal by Indiana, then another good stop. So again, defensive end. Mitchell
Cups it up and in. Kelsey Mitchell, 29 for the 3-time All-Star. Here's Harrison. Nice little patience there. Boston turning, able to hook it in and beat the shot clock. A reminder, up next, it's Atlanta and Vegas here on ESPN. Harrison, another tough bucket, plus the foul. 20th turnover for New York. Cunningham fires away and knocks it down. Sophie Cunningham stays. Crowd rises to its feet. Jonquel Jones, reason to dance in her return. A big hug between Sandy Brondello and Stephanie White as Spike applauds. Caitlin Clark just a spectator tonight as the Liberty take down the Fever 98-84, the final.